Good morning, madam. We are from Group A. I'm Laksita Anapurpamurgaya, and then my group members are Lim Wei Singing, and Sujingning. So we are gonna present our name Tiger. A. What can be inferred about the prince's feelings to the young man's fate? State the evidence from the story. So I infer that the princess felt conflicted between her love for the young man and a jealousy toward the lady behind the door. This can be known by the fact the story describes the princess as having a barbaric nature and highlights her hatred for the woman chosen to marry the young man. This internal struggle makes her feeling uncertain. For question 1b, in your opinion, state two things that the man has learned by the end of the short story. Provide evidence for your answer. For my answer, in my opinion, first of all, I'm sure he had learned the importance of trust that need to be had. For instance, the young man places complete trust in the princess, believing she will guide him to safety, despite knowing her emotions may cloud her decision. Secondly, the young man got to know that the love can lead to unpredictable outcomes. It can be seen that the prince's inner turmoil shows that love can be influenced by jealousy and personal struggles, making outcomes uncertain. For question 2, at the end of The Lady or the Tiger, the story does not reveal what comes out of the door based on your understanding of the events and clues in the text. A. State your prediction of what happened next. I anticipated that the young man opens the door with the tiger in it. B. Provide your evidence. As my evidence, since the princess is described as barbaric and deeply jealous of the lady behind the door, her jealousy and inability to see him with another woman likely led her to signal the tiger's door. Explain your reasoning. While the princess loved the young man, her jealousy and a barbaric heritage influenced her decision. She would rather see him face death than live her happy life with someone else, showing how human emotions can drive tragic outcomes. That's all from me. Now I would like to pass it to Lim Wei.
Now I'm going to start my presentation about my answer. For the question 1a, my answer is the princess' feeling towards the young man, they are conflict, torn between love and jealousy. She deeply cares for him, as evidenced by her intense focus on the trial and her effort to discover which door hides the tiger and which holds the lady. The princess knows the secrets of the door and who is the lady is, suggesting that she wants to ensure her lover's fate is still by her own decision. For question 1b, my answer is by the end of the story, the man has likely learned the following two things, which is the power of the princess, love and jealousy. The young man understands that the princess cared for him deeply, but he also realized that her jealousy is intense. When he looks at her, he perceives her inner struggle and the quick signal she gives him. Besides that, the evidence by his immediate recognition for of her signal and the understanding that her feelings will shape his fate. The man also learned about the uncertainty of fate and his own agency. The young man likely learns the certainty of his situation. Although he seems to trust the princess gesture, he cannot be sure whether it will lead to his survival or die. For the question 2A, my answer is my prediction is that the tiger comes out of the door. For question 2B, my answer is the story hints at her inertia to more and the lengths she might go to in order even if it means sacrificing his life. For the question 2C, my answer is my reasoning is based on the princess' complex emotion, particularly her jealousy and possessiveness. Throughout the story, it's clear that she deeply loves the young man, but also hold intense jealousy towards the lady selected to be his potential bride. The text suggests that the princess knows the identity of the lady behind the door and has a strong dislike of her. Her feelings of rivalry and resentment towards the lady, who she believes has shown interest in her lover, likely lead her to make a decision driven by jealousy rather than selfishness. That is all for my answer. Now I will pass it to Su Jingning.
Good morning, madam. My name is Su Jingning. Now I'm going to present my answers. For questions 1, my answer is the princess feels intense jealousy and a deep emotional conflict regarding the fate of the young man. The evidence from the story includes her hatred on the lady behind the door, as she believed that the lady might win the young man's affections. The passage states that she hated the woman who blushed and trembled behind that silent door, so indicating the princess' strong feelings of possessiveness and jealousy. Her feelings are further revealed by her emotional turmoil as she contemplates the possibility of losing her lover to the lady. So for question 2A, state your predictions of what happens next. I predict that the lady will emerge from the door and the man will be married to her. For the question 2B, the princess' knowledge of the door, secrets, and her emotional response support the prediction. She knows which door conceals the tiger and which the lady, suggesting she has decided. Her jealousy could influence the choice, but her gesture towards the right door implies she selected the lady's door for the young man. So coming to the next, we have the last questions. My answer is, my reasoning is based on the complex emotional state of the princess. She is filled with both jealousies and a sense of power over the man's fate. Although she could have chosen to doom him to the death, but by signaling the tiger's door, her love for him might lead her to choose the lady's door, as her love is coupled by a desire for him to be happy, even if it means losing him to another woman. Therefore, I believe the lady will emerge from the door, as the princess might have chosen to give him happiness despite her pain. So my answers ends here. So I pass it to Xingyi.
Good morning, madam. My name is Singing. For question 1, my answer for question 1A, I think that the princess feels a deep internal conflict between the love and jealousy regarding the young man's fate. She loves him a lot, but she also has the strong feelings of jealousy towards the lady behind the door. This is because, according to the text, the princess hates the woman who blush and tremble behind that silent door. In addition, the princess feels angry when the man wants to marry the other lady but not her. For my question 1B, in my opinion, the man learned that the power of his lover's decision can affect his life. This is because his quick and anxious glance asking the princess which door should he choose. He learned that his fate is uncertain besides that he learned that his fate is uncertain despite his trust in the princess. This is because, according to the text, his eyes meet her, and he knows she is aware of which door holds the tiger and which door holds the lady. However, despite the trust he places in her, he cannot be sure what will happen, leaving his fate hanging in the balance. So for my answer for question 2A, I predict that the tiger will come out of the door. For the answer question 2B, I think the princess have complex emotion and her overwhelming jealousy towards the lady. This is because in the text, her jealousy over the thought of another woman marrying her lover. This leads to the choice to send him to his death instead of allowing him to marry another woman. For my answer of question 2C, I think the princess' action shows that despite her love towards the man, she might be more jealous at the thought of him marrying another woman. She would rather to see him die than be with someone else that she hesitate. Then she hesitate not even a moment and point towards the door, to the right door, shows that the feeling of jealousy overweight her love for him. I think this is all for me. Thank you.
As conclusion,
I think I will as conclusion, in my opinion, for the answer of 2C, I will agree with Weizi's answer. This is because her answer have the same point with me, and also she elaborates better than me.
In my perspective, I more agree with singing answers because I think that singing answer is more complete and more related to the content, and she is summarized well with her answers. Okay, for my point of my view, I think that singing answer is the most complete answer among us, and she elaborate well. And my point of my view is more similar with her, so I choose her as the most summary answer of among us.
I totally agree with all my group mates. They literally read my mind. In conclusion, we all agreed with Singing's opinion about the prediction. That's all. Thank you. Thank you. That's all from us. This is Group A. Thank you. That's all from us. This is Group A.
Thank you.